Alright, hi everybody, and now I'm going to explain how to utilize all this stuff. Now I'll put the download the links in the description to download. There are two versions, and now the version I use, after you download the zip file, you extract it and you go to UCR. You launch the UCR, and basically you're also gonna need the Autohotkeys, but you don't need to tweak with the Autohotkeys. You just need to run this thing. Now, since it's already done for me here, I'm not gonna do this again. I'm just gonna explain shortly how to do that. You go here and add a new profile. You name your profile whatever you want, and you go to the plugins section and you choose the plugin you want to use. For example, if you have this flight simulator joystick or whatever, you can use its axis to move the mouse, and you can move the mouse around and click the mouse instead of using the mouse itself. But in our case, we need to choose the axis to buttons. After you choose to remap axis to buttons, you need to add the plugin you want. You name the plugin and you select an output axis. So one thing here, it's gonna be different for your devices probably. Even if we have the same device, it could be a different model. It could be named a different axis. For example, for what I already have over here, it's stick 1 axis 3 for one thing, and stick 1 axis 2 for another. So basically you put whatever options you have, whatever you find you need, or you can just do exactly the same I have. Now this low and high, it divides in two. Now let me explain. It divides in two because as you can see, when I press the pedal, it simulates the up arrow. And then when you release, which is the second part, it hits enter. So that's how it divides in two. So if you, for example, you choose another key over here, let's choose 1. So when I press all the way down, it's gonna hit 1. But when I release, it's gonna hit enter. So it doesn't really matter if you choose to keep one empty. Depends on what you're doing, but you can keep either one empty. But if you keep them both empty, it's nothing gonna happen. Let's put it back for a second. Oops. Now, one of the ways to see whether you choose the right thing or whether it works, you can see here the preview, and you can see where exactly it starts to work, when it's gonna hit up with the green light, and when you release, it's gonna hit enter. So yeah, basically 1 down, 1 up, and both on the high, enter. And another thing, you cannot close that. You cannot hit X because it's gonna cancel out. It's gonna kill the script, and the script will stop running. Now, another thing here, when you select, make sure it's selected, like it kept here. The last thing you select, this is where it's gonna work. Otherwise, it's gonna affect another place, like here. Okay, Now another thing I'm gonna try to do in the future is to utilize the third pedal to, where is that, to play with the wah-wah. I'm gonna try to utilize the third pedal to play with this, so it's gonna make the wah-wah with a pedal, so it's gonna be really useful. And now let's go for the download, which is also important. Now there are two versions of the software. There is this version, and you have the note here that says it's they stopped developing, and you better use the newer version. But I'm making a tutorial about this version because I did not download or use the newer version. So basically I'm gonna show what this version is about. There are important things over here to read. It's not really worth mentioning here. It basically shows you what it used for, what can you use it for, and here the download link. After you download, like I said earlier, you're gonna get this after you unzip it and launch the UCR executable. Also in this link you can find the newer version. I haven't tested yet, and like here you have the click the download button and you download it. Yeah, basically that's it, I think. Yeah, if you have any questions, put in the comments. You're not gonna have a problem to set it up. It's easy to set up. It's like I demonstrated, it's pretty much simple. You bind the keys you want, you choose whatever you want to choose, and it's pretty much simple. So yeah, thanks for watching and enjoy.